Welcome back, guys, and today we have kinda sad news for everybody who mines exclusively Ethereum. So if you don't use NiceHash or any other programs, you just use Ethereum miner and that is the only thing you do, then it might be time to change your plans. Because Bitmain just announced the new Antminer and it's called Antminer E3. And Antminer E3 will be used for mining Ethash algorithms, so every coin that uses that same algorithm. So not just Ethereum, but every single coin that uses Ethash algorithm. And you can see it right here. It costs $800 in the first batch, and first batch will be shipping between 16th and 31st of July. So let's take a closer look at its specifications and how good it really is. So that price of $800 that you are seeing right here doesn't actually include the power supply and doesn't include shipping. So for our calculations, we are going to use $1,000 because that is how much it would cost you if you wanted to get a full package. And before we get to the specifications, let's take a look at this, that they have set a limit of 5 miners per user. And this is to avoid the decentralization of mining. And I believe that this is pure bullshit from Bitmain and from their own company, because 5 miners per person won't avoid any kind of decentralization, and they're just saying that to look better to the community of the people that buy that, because they have probably been mining with those miners for months now, and it wasn't just to test them if they work. Okay, they can do that in a week, see miner is working perfectly fine and then sell it, but they have probably been mining with them for months now, if not even like 6 months already, and they decided probably to sell them right now when the profits are pretty low and they want to get some money out of it. And if they would really want to avoid the decentralization that they are caring about so much suddenly now, they wouldn't have sold so many miners to those farms that probably have thousands of them, and they made more money last year than Nvidia made. So these 5 miners per person is really insane to hear, and Bitmain was the last company that I really expected that from. And I am really interested to see if, let's say, I would want to order 1,000 pieces of that Antminer, if they would really say, well, you can't have them, you can have only 5 of them, and you cannot give us all that money and buy 1,000 of them. And this is insane to see. They are the ones that want to avoid the decentralization. That just doesn't make any sense. But before we get too angry, let's take a look at the specification of that miner. So for $1,000, because 800 plus shipping and plus power supply, you get 180 megahashes hash rate plus the 800 watts of power consumption. So that 180 megahashes, we have to compare that to the GPUs, and we're gonna use whattomine.com to compare that to RX 580. And if you take a look here at Ethash algorithm, you can see that RX 580 is getting 30 megahashes per second. So that 180 megahashes from that Antminer is about 6 of those RX 580 GPUs. So this is like one really good rig with 580s and with power supply and all other, but the rig with 6 RX 580s would cost you a lot more than $1,000, because if you take a look at Amazon, the cheapest RX 580 that you can get is $420, and you have to include everything else that you need, like motherboard, RAM, CPU, power supply, and your hard drive. And if you include all of that, it is about $2,700 to $2,800 compared to $1,000 that you have to pay for that miner to get the same performance. So what does all that mean for the future of Ethereum mining and the future of all the Ethash coins? Probably hash rate won't change a lot, because as I said before, all of those miners were probably active for like 5-6 months already, and they have been mining like insane before the profits dropped so much. So the difficulty shouldn't go up way too much unless they really didn't mine with them and they just started making them right now, but that doesn't make any sense. So it will be interesting to see if Ethereum will hard fork, or if they will do something to combat that ASIC miners, or if they will just say, well, it's a free market, you can do whatever you want, and we will have to wait like a year or two until proof of stake comes out and until those miners are useless. And I would really support hard fork. I know that we had when Ethereum hard fork when they made Ethereum Classic and Ethereum, but another hard fork would be really useful, because if they want to continue to support the chain that uses Ethash algorithm, sure, they can mine on it, but I'm not sure if they will be making huge amounts of profit, because that chain that wouldn't be supported by the developers and by the Vitalik Buterin would probably be worth a lot less than the new chain with the new algorithm. Now this is easy to do. The hard fork is not something incredibly hard to do, because as we have seen, Monero will have hard fork in about 2 days. But the problem with that is that a lot of big players have a lot of money invested into Ethereum, and just imagine something going wrong. I know that developers on Ethereum are one of the best in the world, and they probably wouldn't make any kind of mistakes, but we had hacks before, and mistakes can happen. And just imagine if you had millions of dollars invested into Ethereum, and then they make a single line of code that doesn't work, and you can exploit that, and you can get as many Ethereum as you want, and Ethereum drops to like $1 or $2. So it will be really interesting to see what way Ethereum takes, if they will just wait or if they will go for the hard fork. So this miner is not a huge threat to the whole Ethereum network. It is just like a 6 GPU rig. It uses almost the same electricity as the 6 GPUs would use, but it costs a lot less. And we hope for the quick answer from the Vitalik on all of that situation, and to see what he has to say about all of that. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you will be ordering one of those miners, or if you just don't want to support Bitmain and you will stay mining with your own GPUs. See you soon in another video, and bye.